Welcome to today's mathematics class. Today let us start with chapter 8, that is comparing quantities. But before starting the chapter, let us recall few of the topics that we have learnt in class 7. And so let us start with ratio. Ratio means comparing two quantities. Here let us understand about ratio using following example of two fruits. A basket has two types of fruits, say 20 apples and 5 oranges. Then the ratio of number of oranges to the number of apples can be written as 5:20. Here comparison can be done by using fractions as 5/20, which on simplification gives us the value as 1/4. Here the number of oranges is 1/4 the number of apples. In terms of ratio, this is read as 1:4. Here the number of apples to number of oranges are 20/5, which is 4/1, which means the number of apples is 4 times the number of oranges. Now let us learn about percentage. The word percentage is symbolically denoted as shown here, and it means per 100 or out of 100. Here we can convert percentage into fraction, but for that we will have to write it as a fraction with denominator 100 and simplify if possible. Here let us understand this with the help of an example. 72% of 25 students are going to school trip. Then find the number of students not going to the trip. Here first we will have to convert the percentage in form of fraction, and thus 72 can be written as 72/100. Thus the number of students going to the trip is equals to 72/100 into 25, that is 18. And so number of students not going to the trip are 25 minus 18, that is 7. We can convert fraction into percentage, but for that we will have to multiply it with say by 100 and simplify. Here let us understand this with the help of an example. Calculate the percentage of ratio 2:3. Well, here we will have to first write 2:3 in form of fraction as 2/3 and then multiply it with 100. Thus 2/3 into 100 gives us the value as 66.6%. Now let us learn about increased or decreased percent. Here let us understand this with the help of an example. Well, the price of scooter was 34,000 rupees last year. It has increased by 20% this year. What is the price now? Increase in price is 20% of 34,000, that is 20 by 34,000 into 100, which will be equals to 6,800 rupees. Thus the new price is equals to old price plus increase in price, that is 34,000 plus 6,800, that is 40,800 rupees. Thus the new price of the scooter with 20% increase this year is 40,800 rupees. Now let us learn about decrease percentage. Well, in the previous concept, that is increase percentage, we did added the value of increased price to the old price in order to get the new price, because in question it was said increased by 20%, whereas here it is said decreased by 20%, and thus the only difference between the two is that here we will subtract the value of the decreased price, and so decreased price of 20% of 34,000 rupees will be 20 by 34,000 into 100, that is 6,800 rupees. Thus the new price of the scooter will be old price minus decreased price, that is 34,000 minus 6,800 rupees, and it gives us the value as 27,200 rupees. Now let us learn about discount. Discount is reduction given on marked price of the article. It is generally given to attract customers to buy goods or to promote sales of the goods. We can find the discount by subtracting its sale price from its marked price. So, discount is equals to marked price minus sale price. Here, let us understand more about discount using an example. A pair of shoes in store is for 3000 rupees and after discount it will cost you for 2500 rupees. Thus, find the discount amount. Here, from the question we know that marked price is 3000 rupees whereas sale price is 2500 rupees. Thus, the discount so obtained will be marked price minus sale price, that is 3000 minus 2500, which gives us the value of discount as 500 rupees. Now, we can also find discount when discount percentage is given, and it is done using the following formula. Well, discount is equals to discount percent of marked price. Now let us understand this with the help of an example. The list price of a t-shirt is 220 rupees. A discount of 20% is announced on the sales. What is the amount of discount on its sale price? Well, here marked price is same as the list price. On 220 rupees, discount is equals to 20% of marked price, that is 20 by 100 into 220, which gives us the value of discount as 44 rupees. Thus, the sale price is equals to list price minus discount, which is 220 minus 44, and thus the value of sale price is 176 rupees. Now, let us learn about prices. Well, value paid in exchange of an item is known as price. There are different types of prices and they are cost price, sale price, profit, loss and overhead charges. Here, let us take an example to understand them. Soham bought a second-hand refrigerator for 2500 rupees and then spent 500 rupees on its repairs and sold it for 3300 rupees. Find the loss or gain. Well, cost price is equals to 2500 plus 500, because here 500 rupees were charged for the repairs and they are known as overhead charges or overhead expenses, which are to be added to the cost price. Thus, the cost price will be 3000 rupees and the sale price is 3300 rupees, and thus it is very obvious that sale price is greater than cost price and hence he makes gain or profit. So profit is equals to 3300 minus 3000, that is the profit of 300 rupees. Now let us learn about taxes. Sale tax is charged by the government on the sale of an item. It is collected by the shopkeeper from the customer and given to the government. This is therefore always on selling price of an item and is added to the value of the bill. There is another type of tax which is included in the prices known as value added tax, and it replaced sales tax. From 1st July 2017, Government of India introduced GST, which means Goods and Services Tax, which is levied on supply of goods or services or both. Let us take an example to understand it. The cost of pair of roller skates at shop was 450 rupees. The sale tax charged was 5%. Find the big amount. On 450 rupees, the tax paid would be 5 by 100 into 450, that is 22.50 rupees. Thus, the bill amount will be cost of item plus sale tax, that is 450 plus 22.50, which gives us the bill amount of 472.50 rupees. Now let us learn about interest. Interest is the extra money paid by institutions like banks or post office on money deposited with them. interest is also paid by the people when they borrow money. Here, let us first learn about simple interest. Well, in earlier classes we have learned, and thus we know that principal remains same under simple interest for every year. Thus, let us go through an example quickly. A sum of 10,000 rupees is borrowed at the rate of interest 15% per annum for 2 years. Find the simple interest on this and the amount to be paid at the end of 2 years. Well, on 100 rupees, interest charged for 1 year is 15%. So on 10,000 rupees, interest charged will be 15 upon 100 into 10,000, that is 1500 rupees. Thus, the interest for 2 years will be 1500 into 2, that is 3000 rupees. Thus, the amount to be paid at the end of 2 years is principal plus interest, that is 10,000 plus 3000, which gives the total amount as 13,000 rupees. Now, let us learn about compound interest. Normally, interest paid or charged is never simple, as it is the interest calculated on the amount of previous year, and thus is known as interest compounded or compound interest. Here, amount is equals to principal plus interest and compound interest is equals to amount minus principal. Let us take an help of an example to understand it. A sum of 20,000 rupees was borrowed by Hina for 2 years at an interest of 8% compounded annually. Find the compound interest and the amount she has to pay at the end of 2 years. Well, we will use the following steps to get the answer. Find simple interest for 1 year, so let principal for first year be P1. Here P1 is equals to 20,000 rupees. Also, simple interest for first year is at 8%, which is equals to 20,000 into 8 by 100, that is 1600 rupees. Thus, the amount at the end of first year will be 20,000 plus 1600, that is 21,1600 rupees, and this amount will be principal for the second year. Thus, the interest for second year will be 21,600 into 8 upon 100, that is 1,728 rupees. Now, in order to find the amount for second year, we will have to add principal for second year and interest for second year, that is 21,600 plus 1,728, which gives us the total amount as 23,328. Also, the total interest is equals to 1600 plus 1728, which gives the total interest as 3,328 rupees. Well, I hope you did understood the concepts and few of the examples that